Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 11th. This week, we're going to jump right in here, Aquarius, and we are going to see what is going on for you. I'm almost positive that you had this card last week, the Lizard Spirit. I could be wrong, but I think it was you. But let's see here, Aquarius. Again, there's going to be a part 2 to this reading, and it will be linked up in the pinned comment. I'm sorry, in the description down below, not the pinned comment. But let's see what is going on for you here. So this Ace of Pentacles came out in reverse. I don't know if you saw that, but I don't read reversals, but it is interesting because I pretty much make sure that I don't put things in reverse in the deck. So I kind of get the feeling of needing to make sure that you don't miss out on an opportunity here that is coming in. We're going to dig into it. We're going to figure it out. We're going to see what's going on. You start off with this conjunction card. It says Alliance on it. So I feel like teamwork definitely makes a dream work at this time. Again, it's like for you and Capricorn, it makes sense because you two are right next to each other basically. And, I always say that the two signs that are right next to each other frequently have similar readings. And so again, I feel like teamwork makes a dream work for you for sure. If you're working on any big projects or businesses, having a team is important. But also, again, I like to remind people, this doesn't mean you have to hire people for your business. It could just represent belonging to a group. There are plenty of groups that exist on Facebook and everything about business where you can bounce ideas off of other people, or you can share ideas, or you can just learn, right? So that can be one thing. Maybe you just have a friend you can bounce ideas off of, or you can get some feedback from. Those types of things are going to be extremely helpful for those of you in work or business especially. Same thing in love as well. It's like, having a person you can kind of bounce ideas off of or, work together with that actually wants to put the work into the relationship. I feel like especially today that is extremely valuable. So if you have that person in your life, or if you're meeting that person, then I feel like things could go very well for you in love as well, if that's what you are looking for. But like I said, to me, it doesn't really matter what you're looking for. I feel like just teamwork makes the dream work. You have the Six of Cups, the Moon, and the Empress. The Empress has been showing up quite a bit this week, which is very interesting. I do feel like it could be a very abundant time for you. I kind of, part of me feels intuition here. She does represent intuition. She has a planchette right here from a Ouija board, and you can see it right above my finger. So she can represent intuition. Most people know her as the card of abundance, or beauty and femininity and feminine energy and good stuff and creation, right? And I definitely feel that for you as well. I feel that she is referring to creative energy, or kind of needing to be creative at this time. I feel the challenge maybe is this right here, the Moon. What do you create? I get the feeling of emotional armor on the Moon card. And on the Moon card, there's a lobster, I'm on the wrong camera here, Aquarius. It's my first day, right? But above my finger, there's a lobster. The lobster is being pulled out of the water onto land. And lobsters don't belong on the land, right? They belong in the water. And if a lobster were to try to move around on the land, they would have a hard time. They do have a hard time when they're on land, right? Because they're wearing all that armor. So the Moon kind of represents needing to release your emotional armor. And you have the Three of Swords next. And, I kind of get this feeling of trying to protect yourself from a new beginning. We see it right here. Moon, Three of Swords to the Fool. That Three of Swords, here's the thing about the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is a card of forgiveness. Those swords are in your own heart, right? But the Three of Swords typically, not always, but typically represents something that has happened in the past, something that has already happened in your life. And it can represent trying to protect yourself from something, right? And we see it here as well. You have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups represents nostalgia, represents things that have happened in the past. The thing about the Six of Cups is that this can be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. And we even see a person back here. It's kind of hard to see right over here. That person is an older person, and he is guarding those children. The story of the Six of Cups is that those children are in a courtyard. They are protected. They're also being protected by the guard that is standing there as well. And so I feel like for a lot of you, that's what I'm getting intuitively. Again, there's a lot of ways to read the Six of Cups. Six of Cups can also represent that person. The older person can represent walking away from your past, and can represent a lot of stuff. But intuitively, what I'm feeling for you here is that this is saying that you're trying to guard something. It's almost like you're trying to protect yourself from something with that Three of Swords. A hurt that has already happened is what's popping into my head. And again, I don't feel this is only love for all of you. It might be love for some of you, but it could also be business, like a failure in business or work or anything. Basically anything that you have dreamed of. You have this lizard spirit next. This card says dream the world into being. So I literally feel like if you can dream it, you can have it. I feel like you've had this card with me multiple times in the past as well, Aquarius. Did I say Capricorn? I hope not, because I called you like Aries like last week or something like that. But anyway, Aquarius. I feel like that you get this card multiple times. I feel like you've had this whole like dream the world into being type of energy multiple times in the past, and that's what I feel like is going on here. I feel like you need to use your powers of manifestation. Here's the thing that's super interesting, Aquarius, is that you have the Knight of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles kind of represents needing to get a move on, but you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles can represent being too cautious, right? I feel like the reason you're being cautious is because of that Three of Swords, because of, past hurts or past heartbreaks. It really could be any challenging emotion. The Three of Swords could be sadness, heartbreak, anger, disappointment, grief, guilt, any of those things that you're feeling. And I feel like those feelings could be preventing you from being successful. The good news is that the Three of Swords is temporary. It's not something that lasts forever. The Knight of Pentacles also, he has these empty fields behind him. He literally just says, put in the work and you will be successful. So I really feel that this reading, I feel like that Three of Swords here is more, I feel like this is more fear. I don't feel it's, Three of Swords can be a breakup, separation, sadness. Could you be going through those things? Absolutely. But, I feel in this reading in particular, it's more referring to a fear that you are experiencing, the fear of the Three of Swords, the fear of grief, sadness, and all those other things. The Three of Swords can represent agony as well. It can represent a significant hurt. It's like, there's another deck that I love that I never use for some reason. I think because I hate shuffling it. And I'm not going to remember the name of it, of course. But, on this other deck, there's like a lady screaming. And somebody will probably know what I'm talking about. But she looks like she's in, extreme pain, extreme agony. And I'm kind of getting that feeling here with the Three of Swords. It's like, I feel that type of pain is what you are feeling. It's like you're dreaming of something really nice that you desire to have in your life, whatever it is. And, I feel that at the same time, it's like you're focusing on the bad side of things with that Three of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, the Ace of Pentacles came up in reverse in your reading. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse can represent needing to make sure that you don't miss out on a significant opportunity that could be entering into your life. So I really feel that something just needs nurturing and caring. It's really funny to me that you have the Ace of Pentacles here, and then you have the Justice card here. The Ace of Pentacles represents caring, like taking care of something, nurturing something. Empress energy as well in the same row, nurturing something into existence. You have this garden right here. And the garden, it's like a garden has to be taken care of, right? So I feel like some of you are fearing that if you put your energy into something, if you nurture something into existence, it's not going to work out. As I always say, whenever I get a message like this in a reading, the Justice card always shows up, right? Justice is our answer to not getting hurt. Justice says you put a little bit of energy in. You wait for the other side to return the energy. If they return the energy, put a little bit more in. If they return a little bit more, you put more energy in, right? Same thing. This goes for work, for business, for love, for your health. You try a little bit, see what happens, then try a little bit more and wait for the return. I think we get hurt in these situations when we just throw everything into one side of the scale with the Justice card. So if you are fearing an opportunity because you're fearing being hurt, number one, you're projecting into the future. Number two, I would just try a little bit, see what happens, and then go from there. I feel like that's what this reading is encouraging you to do. Why? Because I feel like this reading is saying, do not end up in this place right here. You have this boat card. It says money or property through inheritance, winning, or windfall. That's a good card. You have this wreath card. It says sorrow over a loss. I feel like you're thinking about that Three of Swords. Again, it's like this to me is saying things are going to go much better than you realize with the boat card, but you're thinking sadness. So I really feel that you need to get out of your head at this time here, Aquarius. And I feel like you need to focus on like the good things happening for you, happy things coming into your life, joy, happiness, and also things like working out for you as well. I feel like that's what you need to expect. Expect the best, right? You have the Four Wands, the Fool, and the Justice card. The Four Wands is a card of marriage. So if you're hoping for love, this could definitely be love coming in for you. But it's also a card of freedom and being set free. So I feel like some of you, it's like you're hoping for, I feel like you're hoping for more free time, because I get this energy of consumption going on here. And what I mean by that is I feel like something is consuming your energy. It's kind of heavy. This is kind of a heavy energy that I'm not going to lie. Here, Aquarius, I feel like there's kind of a heavy energy going on in your reading. Is it bad? I would say no. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think sometimes we just go through stages where we deal with a heavy energy. We're thinking about a lot of things. We got a lot going on. We need to make money. We need to take care of the kids. We need to, do all this stuff, right? I feel like that's where you are right now, even if you don't have kids, right? You're taking care of somebody's kids probably, right? But what I'd say here is I feel like there's a lot going on and you're feeling that energy. I feel like you're hoping for freedom. I feel like you are hoping to kind of reach this finish line. I always say the Four Wands is kind of like a finish line. The other thing it reminds me of is a pause symbol. You see the two here, kind of looks like a pause symbol. And sometimes I feel with the Four Wands, something was put on pause and now something is starting up again. We literally see that right here with the Fool card. It's like you're taking a leap of faith towards something. I feel like what you are taking a leap of faith towards could be just anything, really. I mean, if it's love, you're taking a leap of faith to have love in your life again. But I feel like you need to take this approach right here, the Justice card. Put a little bit in, wait for the return, put a little bit more, go from there. Same thing with work or business. But what I would say for you, Aquarius, is in work or business, I feel that the Justice card is more talking about your return. It's like, I'm getting more, is it worth it? Are the activities, the things that you're doing, are they leading to more money in your pocket? Let's get down and dirty, right? Is it leading to more money in your pocket, or is it stealing money from your pocket? I feel like if you don't really answer that question, I feel like you need to look at the things that you're doing. Especially in business, but also in work. Sometimes I think we have a job where maybe we don't really have a defined role, but it's like, are there things that could potentially lead to you getting a promotion in the future? Are there things that could lead to positive attention, right? If we get positive attention in a job, we could probably get a raise or a promotion in the future. It's like, are you doing those things, or are you doing things that don't matter? I feel like we need to pay attention to that with the Justice card. So, like I said, looks like a lot going on. We're going to dig more into this in part 2, which is linked up down below.